Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban.
Ember Spirit.
Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Invoker.
Radiant team pick.
Doom.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
To already talk about. Now, first things first, I want to mention this. Ember Spirit, the first pick. I kind of been looking at some stats, just doing a little bit of research here for the American region specifically. Ember Spirit is 13-1 in this region, in this tournament. Pretty crazy record to me, and Infamous now has it here. Does that surprise you?
Radiant team ban.
Feels like, yeah, he's very just roam heavy. So we actually have seen Doom a couple of times. I want to say both for Team Freedom, if I'm not mistaken. They've ran it over there and really in that 4 position, running around the map, trying to get kills that way, getting a mud golem early on, throwing some rocks at people. So, yeah, we'll see what this Doom decides to do, as you mentioned. So maybe it could be a little bit awkward. But Rubik in response from Infamous, it seems like Infamous, they're going much more of the standard and yet a strong draft here.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team pick.
War Chief.
Dire team pick.
Life Stealer.
Radiant team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Dazzle.
Dire team pick.
And I am looking. Slardar is not banned yet, and he seems to pair up very well with the Life Stealer, and obviously just a offlane option. So that right off the bat would be one that
5 seconds
I would
remaining.
think. Sand King also not banned yet, so a couple of options there. Not Earth Spirit I wasn't expecting, but they go Earth Spirit. Okay, so they're gonna wait for their offlane to finish, but again, I don't know if you necessarily consider Earth Spirit to be a transport for Life Stealer. I guess it could be. Roll.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team ban.
Yeah, they got their one ban now. Batrider taken away by Team NP. As again, you think they're going to be running that or getting an offlane with their final pick, of course.
5 seconds
With the
remaining.
lineup that they have. So as far as what they're banning against Team NP, I guess it really comes down to what you expect. Maybe the Centaur to be ran. You mentioned he seems like he plays it. They're aware of that. And yeah, they banned
Dire
Faceless.
team pick.
Not a very popular hero, but perhaps NP has history. Sure, but ban there. Now comes their offlane hero. Who's here?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
It definitely seems like, again, the more that reliable transport, somebody with a blink, something like that Slaughter or the Sand King or a Brewmaster, apparently. Okay, infamous. Going to Brewmaster. We saw a little bit of Brewmaster at the Dota Pit tournament that happened last weekend, but can't say I saw that one coming. Does that surprise you?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Yeah. All right, the final pick now for Team NP, so obviously plenty of time. As you mentioned, it's really nothing very certain as far as what they're going to do here, so catch us off guard maybe as well as Infamous here with this final pick, but again, a lot of things could still happen here, it feels like.
Ursa Warrior.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Prepare for battle.
You pick up a hero line eventually is all right, but as far as building a lineup around it and making it work, that's kind of the question mark. So, of course, NP confident, though, with that second pick, and we'll see how Rose is able to perform on it, playing more of that roaming 4 role as mentioned, but also, of course, the Brewmaster in the hands of Valkyria, and how he's able to perform. Again, there's been a couple of appearances of Brewmaster, as we mentioned, the Dota Pit land most noticeably a week and a half ago or whatever it was, and had some decent playtime there, but ultimately still not a popular hero, one that a little surprising to see even, but he's going to be shaping up in the off lane, it looks like. We matched up against, for now, that short lane Ursa, being played by Aoi, as you mentioned. And it looks like the lanes, maybe nothing too crazy happening, at least just yet, as far as the setups go. Pretty expected.
The battle begins.
Gold and sweet.
Never refuse gold given.
You think Brewmaster is going to be fine with that? I mean, Doom potentially going to be roaming out of the jungle, as mentioned, and you mentioned Urso in the lane. You know, he can hit pretty hard, so Brewmaster going to be able to survive against that. I guess he is a pretty beefy here on the Drunken Haze, Drunken Brawler passive even, so. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how, you know, Brewmaster was picked and then obviously Ursa in response, but it seems like Brewmaster, because of that W and just the mischance in general, seems like a pretty good tool against something like an Ursa, so saying they shouldn't have picked up Ursa because of that, but it just so happens to be a nice benefit with the Brewmaster pick at least. But top lane, Earthspear was rotating up here. He started harassing a little bit, but you see Dazzle, he's just really keeping his distance and letting MSS in the front lines kind of be the tank that he is, and say if they want to fight, they're going to have to jump him. Dazzle, of course, there to support. So this 2 versus 3 lane feels like NP's pretty confident that they can make it work, actually. Are you pretty confident that they should be fine up here? Oh, Saitsuk right there going for the Syrian chain. It's not going to connect on Eternal Envy. Not really going to be a kill, but just simply trying to harass as much as he can. But yeah, as you mentioned, Ember Spirit definitely having a much better time, but we'll keep an eye on those phase boots picked up and how that perhaps enhances potential at that middle lane matchup. Meanwhile, at the top lane, the jungle pull happening, and like MSS and SVG going to run in there and make sure they get those last hits. Middle lane, they're diving Eternal Envy, and that will be a kill, actually. Air Spirit, he went in there initially, it looks like, and then Saitsuk able to help finish off the job right there with the first blood. So that's a big start for Infamous in the middle lane. Yeah, watching that actually. I mean, it's kind of funny seeing that, you know, the miss pop up, but ultimately he does do enough damage, stays on top of him, and actually gets the kill. But yeah, Brewmaster, so even with all that miss chance coming out, it's not going to be enough to survive, and Ursa able to just run him down with the Earth Shock right there. So well played by Aoi, and he's already winning the lane. Now on top of that, a kill. So yeah, that net worth, no surprise to see him up there. Second in the game. Ember Spirit, of course, tops. He did have that first blood, and on top of just great CS himself, better even than the Ursa. But pretty good contention there at the top in terms of the net worth and the CS here. But Brewmaster, it's going to be the mission of just simply try to stay alive here as long as possible. Doom has also been doing a good job. He's been using these tornadoes here of the Waldwing Ripper that he's taken over and up in his farm in the jungle, so it seems like, again, pretty comfortable knowing what he's doing, and off to a decent start at least. You know, he's level 5, soon to be level 6, and that's where he becomes pretty significant with that Doom ability, so. Oh, middle lane, they're gonna go actually, get the kill on Ember Spirit first with the tornado, and now 2001 just kind of has to sit here, although Doom's running in, and actually 2001 might be in trouble. The silence comes out, but, oh yeah, he does, you're right, that's why. So slowed right there, so, well played. For nothing.
Empowers me.
Oh, SPG getting a little greedy right there, and he's going to end up dying as everyone is so low on life here in the middle lane. You see Rubik, you see Ember. Invoker was saved, though, by the way, by Dazzle, as he poured it in to put the shallow grave on him as he was about to die. Top lane, speaking of, that Lifestealer does go down to the Doom right there. It looks like MSS got low himself, so all over the place, a lot of action kicking in, but only ends up being a couple of kills. Ember Spirit trying to get the kill on Eternal Envy. EMP going to be used, though. He's holding his ground right here. Syrian Chin's pretty much forcing him to. Boulder Smash coming out, not going to hit, though. It does hit the Dazzle, but he does not have Shallow Grave, actually. He throws on a heal, though, and they turn kill on Ember Spirit. And now the Earth Spirit, he's regretting his decision big time. MSS with a hoof stop and a double edge to take him out. So a 2-for-0 Yeah, the greed is real here in the middle lane.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Interesting choice. Are they trying to find him over? Yeah. Gonna be able to collapse on top of him. Valkyra, he's just simply running. The top lane, there's stuff going on up there. That's what you're looking at. Running out the bottom lane, but the silence comes out on the Centaur, and now he's gonna run right into Lifestealer though, so he will end up dying. Back to the bottom lane, the Doom is put up, and Brewmaster ends up going down, so it does end up being a 1-for-1. But yeah, it's kind of what I didn't realize that Centaur was doing all those evasive movers at the top lane. It sounds like he almost survived though, but obviously he did not in the long run.
Have been denied.
That's going to be enough follow-up damage. It looks like it. Ursa will go down after the side dazzle. He had Shallow Grave, but he actually couldn't get it off in time. I think it was CC'd in the background by Rubik, actually. So he puts it up right there, tries to TPI, ain't gonna happen. And that will be the end of him. In fact, Super Benj is able to get the last hit. They pretty much let him. So ends up being a couple of kills there for Infamous at the bottom lane. Obviously the tower going down, but just fine with getting those couple of kills in return, especially on Aoi, who's been having a great start here to begin this game. So his first death now. And we'll see how he responds to that. But he does have the Blink Dagger, and obviously that's a scary item to see on the other side in the hands of the Ursa here.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Well, there's the vehicle. Not going to be enough, though, as obviously the Stampede has popped, and MSS trying to escape himself. Beefy, but not really the biggest escape. He will throw out the hoof stop, though, and he does have support nearby. SP does have a Shallow Grave, if necessary. Down goes 2001 right there, the Earth Spirit, but down goes MSS on the Centaur. So SPG, he had Shallow Grave. I'm a little surprised he didn't use it right there. However, they're going for more as Rubik, he's going to definitely drop the MP if it connects it. But you see Invoker, he's actually going for the Brewmaster. Invoker finally falls in the background, but Brewmaster a little bit evasive right there. Not going to be taken out. Ursa, he went in, but quickly starts to fall back. Has the ultimate coming up in 10 seconds of the Enrage, and they're still going to chase somewhat. Purge is ready to go on Doom, but doesn't seem like they're going to be able to catch anyone right there. So, like NP comes out on top of that fight, though, at the top lane.
Gold and sweet.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Invisibility.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
He is trying to find somebody, but Ursa is not going to. Earth Spirit actually himself picking up the Infis rune. and rotating in, but Aoi continues to blink away and gotta keep his distance. But Earth Spirit getting some good information right here. We'll see if he finds an opening to set up for his team. Maybe in the Doom in the middle lane, puts down an Observer Ward behind. And now Doom, walk around. I feel like we're gonna have initiation soon. No, it doesn't look like it actually. They're starting to fall back, so maybe not all the up here. Ember Spirit is nearby, doing the Radiant Ancients, but Earth Spirit still just hiding in the trees. NP playing like they almost know he's here. Yeah, they're gonna spot him actually. The last second, out come the pings, and Earth Spirit immediately barrel rolls away. And will TP out. So very curious decisions being made there, but NP unable to react in time and catch the Earth Spirit who was hanging out. You know, I wanted to mention this as sure enough, okay, here they're going to, but Ursa, I was going to say, you know, has a lot of potential, of course, to Roshan very early on in the game. Are you surprised it took this long to do Roshan, or does this make sense? Jeez. They're gonna try for it. Dazzles that target, but they can't even do so. In fact, oh, yes, they can. There's a ton of the last second great ball smash right there. But at what cost for Earth Spirit? He's gonna end up falling as Aoi jumps right in and starts smashing his face into the ground. Brewmaster running alongside Lifestealer. Ursa wants to go back in. Blink Dagger in 1 second. Tornado's gonna miss, but he will catch the Brewmaster nonetheless. However, the Spirit spawns now and looking at least push them back. They fight me, bro. EMP gonna be used, catches at least the Storm Spirit there, or the Storm Element even, as it gonna pick him off, and eventually we'll come back together, but that will be the stop of that turnaround right there. But at least they got the 1 kill on their Spirit, of course, in return for the Dazzle, but again, maybe gonna be grouping up. Yeah, now they really want to try to push this middle tower in and actually go for it. That's what you're talking about. Ursa blinks in the background, but actually cannot catch the Rubik. And they'll have to set up for the tower instead. Go.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Brewmaster doesn't have a problem split. They're going to go for a jump, though, and they do get the kill onto Ursa, but of course the Age is going to bring right back up. Meanwhile, Doom activated his Doom on the Brewmaster in the background, and it should be able to take him down. A big host up on 2 heroes, catches the kill on a Rubik, as well as Lifestealer. Now Aoi on the chase against Earth Spirit. Boulder smashes him away, but Aoi's just running right back at him. Unfortunately, unable to catch up to him as he just barrel rolls out of there. So they won't be able to chase further, but they'll settle for the secondary tower on top of the 3 hero kills they just got prior to this. Of course, Aegis used, but that's a good use of the Aegis, sure, if you ask them. So, yeah, interesting with the drums there. Of course, I'm sure helping as well, but, you know, kind of going back to what you're just suggesting there is, oh, Ursa, he finds Ember, but not really any lockdown, so not going to be a catch. As, oh, Ursa actually coming in, so maybe Ursa's the one in trouble. There's the hook stomp, though, and it was Fade Olong, baby. Tornado going to finish the job. And now Ember Spirit, though, he wants revenge. Brewmaster also coming in. Yeah, great catch right there on both. And they end up getting the kill. That was a tornado from Rubik coming out for the big Rubik plays. And they set up the kill in a couple of cores, actually. So, very solid finish for Infamous there. Yeah, the bot's finished onto him, obviously with the Veil and the Blink Dagger already queued up. So Ember Spirit, Tatsuki is jumping up there at least. He's 5th in the game right now. In fact, 6th as it kind of bounced below Doom right there. So yeah, overall, I'm not necessarily doing the best yet, but you always got to be worried about that. And then Lifesteal, though, on the other hand, we don't really talk too much about him, but yeah, the Echo Saber, the Armlet, 1,000 gold saved up. He is the top net worth, actually, in this game right now. Yeah, I want to go back to, though, what I was going to bring up there. You mentioned how they get the drums even, and you talked about the Helmet of the Dominators almost kind of replace it in a lot of ways, but are you surprised that they actually don't have a Helmet of the Dominator? Speaking of that, on Team NP? Got it. Is that enough damage, though? Oh, they go to the Remnant, but no, they're not able to chase them down. Doom, he has his ultimate. Okay, they don't even need it, though. He actually saves it, and the Purge is enough to keep him slowed and secure that kill. So Doom was holding up on using the ultimate for a while right there. Pretty much confident that they were going to be able to pick him off, and, well, they were right. So chase and big kill onto him. For Spirit, but yeah, so you don't think it's that big of a deal, then, that they don't have a Helmet of the Dominator?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's
Yeah, no, that Ursa's really scary now. No doubt when it comes to jumping a target and killing them quickly. Rubik does have a Blink Dagger himself, and here we go. There's the roll, the transport, and Fest pops out, but Doom, he kind of walks it off right there. He does take a stun for the Boulder Smash, but he's still in a decent position to get away. They are going to chase him, they'll throw him up in the air. I'm the Brewmaster, and yeah, he's going to be locked down for the time being. EMP comes out, though, 2001 in the front lines, pops the Magnetize, but it's going to come at a cost with the positioning back here. Look at Ursa, as you mentioned. He just tears Ember Spirit a new one right there. That was basically 3 shots, it looked like. They get the kill. That's a 2 for nothing, and easy tower kill on top when they want to. Eternal Levy, though, he wants more damage. No Primal Split, obviously, on Brewmaster now, and that means an easy kill to follow, so they even get him, and there's the easy tower kill on top of that. So NP, that's a very decisive fight, and that feels like a fight that's really just starting to put them too far ahead now for Infamous.
It is good to be among my kin.
Yeah, the synergy just is not there. So Infamous, they lose Earth Spirit as well once again. The jumps are just too strong. And got several Blink Daggers, obviously, that just keep catching them, especially with the Hoof Stomp. And they mentioned it was received several times, though, with the Ursa. You know, he gets on top of a target and just drops anyone, it feels like. Matter of a couple of shots. So Infamous, they are going to be able to hold off the middle siege attempt right here, but it's only 22.5 minutes in, so not too surprising. Instead, NP will go right back for the shrines, at least the bottom shrine for now, and take that out first. Doom already has the Guardian Greaves finished, so yeah, again, really playing this kind of utility hero for the team. That on top of the Dominating Creep, the Purge that he's had basically since the beginning of this game. Now, I'm a little bit curious about that. You know, we talked about as a Purge, you said in this early game, at least that's been useful. When does he transition to maybe like an Alpha Wolf or something like that? The Aura. jumped right into a trap, but no, out comes the shallow grave. He's like, I got the kill. On a Rubik right there. Earth Spirit dies as well, and now life steal, he's doomed up. That means he's dead. He does not have a buyback either, and so he's just gonna go for the turn kill on a Dazzle, but it's still not enough actually. Dazzle manages to escape. That was big. Out comes a pipe and the heal on top of that, and he survives. The Ruth Winner but another shallow grave. SPG's on fire, was saving the whole team. There's the defensive weave, and even a Turtle Heavy in the back line. This is gonna be a complete cleanup. They take out Brewmaster. That fight, I gotta say, was 100% Dazzle right there, keeping everyone alive, it felt like, for the whole fight. Especially that Brewmaster too, yeah. The Blink Dagger, again, that's like a key item for sure, but he really just doesn't have much else, and he is going to be working on the Ags here. And CCNC, if you want to refresh everyone out there, because I know, of course, but what does the Ags do on Brewmaster? Reinforce. Working on it, so we'll see if he's able to get in what kind of impact that truly does have. I mean, they're trying to push out this bottom first tower while Ursa is going to drop Rosham, and they're going to be able to defend this if they want to. I mean, it's the first tower. There's a TP coming in from Doom at least, and they're going to try to defend at least, and there's the open. The Doom onto Ember Spirit. Follow-up lockdown. The Perch comes out, and he's dead. Oh, Doom was stolen, you're right. Yeah, Rubik got it in the background. See if he can make a play with that. As Earth Spirit, that was a very ambitious dive by him. The Doom is going to be used on Centaur, by the way, but that's not going to save Rubik. Or maybe it is. The Blink Dagger at the last second. But out comes the Q from Dazzle. The Sunstrike, not even necessary. They do finish him off. So the attempts right there from Rubik to make some big plays, unfortunately coming up short. And another fight for Infamous just not going their way. This lane just getting out of hand for Team NP. And wouldn't be surprised if they try to actually siege into the base now. That Aegis on Ursa here. Deafening Blast, and then there we go, they finish off Earth Spirit. Yeah, he couldn't even get it off. And there's the rack skill on top. I think Infamous is going to be thinking about throwing in that Dell here soon, because this is just a little out of control now for NP, or it's been so for a while. Again, this is a lineup that was built around the idea of the snowball effect. Look at that, Ember Spirit, he finds, Ursa finds Ember Spirit, and then Daisuke's just in panic mode. He's trying to get the remnants to get out of there. He will actually be successful. That was a good stun there by Rubik, but he actually ends up dying. He saves Ember at least. Battle Life Stealer also going to get caught. He's dead. No buyback, and I'm sure those GG's going to be pouring out any second. There we go. It will be official. Game 1 goes to Team NP or for Infamous here. Pretty decisive victory, man.